This is Steve Rothman here with the Fighting News here at Oxbox Fitness in Miami. Here with the one, the only, needs no introduction, Yuli the Monster Diaz. How you doing today, Yuli?
Steve,
good,
man.
good.
A pleasure to see you.
Good to see you. So
Thank
we're
you.
both corona-free. We've both been tested, and that's why we're sitting so close. We came here today to talk about a fight you have coming up.
Yes, sir.
November, Friday the 13th,
That's right.
against Danielle Benedito.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
I feel amazing. I honestly, I've said this before, but I can honestly say it again now. I feel great, better than I ever have before coming up to any fight. I'm on point with my diet. Shout out to Primal Nutrition for that. And my coach has me in tip-top shape. Another shout out to Commander Zero, Orlando Cuellar. And I feel great, Steve.
So talk a little bit about what Orlando has been doing for the last couple of months when you knew you got the fight coming.
Well, me and Coach, I have, it's a blessing that we live real close to each other. During this whole COVID thing, we built a gym in my backyard.
I saw that.
Ring. Yeah, I have a ring, I have bags, I have everything we need. Coach literally lives walking distance away, so it's been a blessing. That was a coincidence. So we never stopped working. We haven't stopped working out once. I stay in shape. As everybody knows, my coach, Commander Zero, Orlando Cuellar, has, he's had 26 world champions, about to be 27th.
That's right.
Under his belt, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's been in the sport close to 4 decades. So I just listen to what he tells me, and I follow instructions, and he's so far we've been successful.
That's great. So we're about 10 days away. How's the weight?
The weight is on point. I'm a couple pounds off, which is it's nothing. I've never had a problem making weight, so I'm definitely not gonna have any problem this time.
You're fighting at 185?
Yes, sir.
And you look like 190?
Yeah, I'm right about there. 190, 188 this morning. So I ate right now, so maybe I'm up to 190.
A few pounds, and that nutrition company you said.
Yes, sir.
What nutrition company?
It's called Primal Nutrition.
And they have you on a meal plan?
They have me on a great meal plan. Low carbs and good carbs, simple carbs with great protein. And honestly, I have in my fighting career, and even before, I've had to have tried over 10 to 15 different companies. This is by far, not only because they sponsor me, by far the best tasting food I've ever had for a meal plan, and I'm dropping the weight. That's
perfect. So you just put breakfast in the microwave, then lunch, and then dinner, and you're all set.
That's
it's
it.
pretty easy.
Yeah. I have a lot of help from my girlfriend. She was into fitness. She still is, but she was into the fitness, IFBB. She was into bodybuilding and stuff, so she knows a lot about nutrition and stuff. So she's been a great help in this weight cut. That's why I feel so great.
Shout out Ashley. What's up?
Shout out to Ashley.
Okay, so you've done boxing.
Yes, sir.
You've done MMA.
Yes, sir.
We've been there for both of your events. We've been there for your bare knuckle. Obviously, this is your second fighting bare knuckle for BKFC.
Yes, sir.
Do you see your future being a belt holder at BKFC?
I definitely see a future as a belt holder at BKFC. I don't like to look past anyone. I got Benedetto next Friday, the 13th. Once we get past him, we're going to talk about some belt talks. So, I'm thinking 2021 is my year to have a belt for BKFC. As a light heavyweight. Right now I'm fighting at a cruiser. I'm gonna move down some pounds and fight at a light heavyweight.
What's the weight of light heavyweight?
I think their weight thing is like boxing. So I'm thinking like 175.
175. Yeah. And who's the champ at 175?
Right now they don't have one. So,
right.
Yeah,
so
I'm hoping to hold that first crown for BKFC. Go down in the history books. It'll be amazing.
That'd be great. So you already have a boxing belt.
Yes, sir.
So is a goal to get an MMA belt as well?
You know what? It's as of right now, I got MMA in the back burner for the simple fact that MMA, I take my hat off to all those guys. It takes a lot. It's jiu-jitsu, it's wrestling, it's kickboxing, it's boxing, it's strength and conditioning. It takes a lot, and I don't have all that time on my plate to do that. I'm also a father. I manage myself. I'm part of my management team. I promote myself. And MMA takes a lot of time, and not to take from any other guys that are fathers that fight. I just don't have the time to put in for all that right now. You know, MMA takes a lot.
Okay, so you're going to be a two-time fighting sport champ.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So what do you know about Bandido? Your appointment.
You know, I know very little of him. There's not too much of him to look up on the internet. What there is I know he's an MMA guy. You know, I know he's a southpaw. I know he has two. He's undefeated in boxing. You know, I saw him on BoxRec. And you know, like everybody else, I take nothing from him. I know he's gonna come with it. I just hope he's prepared for me because I always come with it.
Yeah. Does he know? You know, this guy knocks everybody out.
Everybody.
Well, that being said, it's also in Miami.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
You know, I love it when his bare knuckle fighting comes to Miami.
Yes, sir.
It's local for us. It's local for you. How different is it now that they're doing limited tickets for you compared to big, you know, sold out arenas?
Well, I've always been good with the ticket sales and stuff. Thank God I have a good name down here, and everybody loves to support me, and everybody shows love. So, actually, how it's less ticket sales has actually benefited me because the tickets flew out the window so fast because everybody wants to come see this event.
Yeah.
Especially through this whole COVID, nobody's been able to really do anything like that in crowds. It's awesome that it's in my backyard. You know, it's in a great hotel, the Intercontinental Hotel Miami. It's a badass venue. So I'm super excited about all that.
And it's all, I heard, it's all going to be VIP tables around the ring,
Yes,
which
sir.
is going to
Yes,
be.
sir. I haven't seen how the layout's going to look, but just from what I know, from my vision, what I have in my head, I can imagine it being real nice. You know.
Yeah. So I met David Feldman years and years ago when he was actually working as a promoter for a boxing agency.
Nice.
And you know, it seems like he had so much good experience in the boxing world.
Yes, sir.
To bring it over to BKFC, his company has gone from zero to hero. Yeah. Everyone's knocking down their door. They all want to be sponsors. And, you know, kudos to him.
Yes,
you know, we're on bare knuckle fighting
14.
Yes, he's
sir.
only had 14 events, and he's national TV.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view. He's got thousands and thousands of people downloaded his app, and they watch it on TV.
Yes,
so it's bareknuckle.tv.
Yes,
download the app. You can watch his fight next Friday.
Yes, sir.
And you know, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
Another two guys on the fight card. Louis Palomino.
That's my boy. Love that guy.
And Jim Allers.
Yeah.
Main event.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
What is gonna go down in that fight?
You know, Jim. Jim. I know Jim well. I'm not gonna say we're great friends, but we know him well. We fought on the same card before. He's, very great guy to me too. He's always been nice to me. But I'm with Team Baboon the whole way. You know, Baboon is like a brother to me. He's a great guy, great fighter. Has a long history of fighting great people. You know.
Yeah.
He's a 5-time MMA champion, world champion. He's the bare knuckle 155 champion right now. So. Jim's got a tough fight in his hands, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jim is saying he wants to knock him out. I particularly watched the fight with Louis Baboon against Justin Gaethje, who's the UFC guy who just fought Khabib.
Yeah.
He doesn't like Louis, and that's the best fight I've ever seen.
Yeah.
War.
From bell to whatever happened at the end.
There was no putting your hands up.
Exactly.
Their hands were just swinging.
Yep.
So if Jim thinks he's going to knock him out, he's got a lot of work to do because he don't go down. No. That's going to be a good fight.
Baboon is the true meaning of a warrior, man. He's a hell of a fighter. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for sure.
And then the co-main event we have Dat versus Reggie.
Yes, sir.
Who do you like in that fight?
You know what? Again, I've seen me and Reggie fought on the same card. Reggie's a great guy. Reggie's always given me some positive words. Dat Nguyen, me and him have always been good too. We fought on the same card also. Great guy. I think Dat Nguyen's a hell of a fighter, tough as nails. So is Reggie. I can't call that one. I wouldn't know where to put my money on that one because both of those guys are savages. I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Wow.
Hell of a fight. That's gonna be. as soon as I'm done with my fight, I'm running to change and come back to watch these guys. You know.
Wow. Are you fighting before that fight?
Yeah, I think I'm fighting from what I seen on the card from what BKFC gave me. I'm the fifth fight once it starts on pay-per-view. On the fifth fight.
Okay.
And I'm fighting also. You know, I want to give a shout out to my boy Jake Brutal Boswick. He's fighting on that card too. He's a hell of a fighter. You know, he's from South London, but he's been living in Miami for a while now. I think you're gonna see fireworks in that fight too.
Between you and Jake Boswick, who has more tattoos?
You know what? I think it's a close even right now. I think it's a close even. After this fight, I might get some, so I might beat him out.
We got to count. We got to see who's the winner of the most tattoos. But his hands.
Yeah. Are two times the size of mine.
He's got a lot of tats on his hands.
Yeah, and he has huge hands, man. And he hits. You know, me and Jake's been my sparring partner for many of my fights.
Yeah.
He's great. I consider him a brother myself too. He can crack. He can crack. So with no gloves on, I feel bad for whoever he's hitting.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about him for the last couple of years, and I always was like, when can I see these guys fight? And you know, Bare Knuckle gave him a shot, and we're going to see. I mean, we interviewed him the other day.
Did you?
For Bare Knuckle, yeah, and you know, he was training like there is no tomorrow.
Right.
And you know, they were training him for 10 minutes. So go really hard out, 2 minutes, 10-second break, and then, you know, so that's all the fight is 10 minutes. Right. So, you know, they trained him for like that for 2 hours, you know, and his hands weren't stopped moving, you know, like with the ropes, and, you know, it's going to be, I feel for his opponent as well.
Yes, sir. I'll say a little prayer for him that night.
Yeah. So we got a great event. You know, if you had to describe yourself in 6 words, what would it be? Definitely family man.
Yeah, definitely family man. I was the top of my.
I see you with those kids.
I think I'm a loyal, great friend. I think you know, I have no quit. That's 5 words. And on Friday, I'll be a winner.
There you go.
So that's
there
my
you
6
go.
words, man. Yeah.
I like it. You're sitting down for dinner.
Yes, sir.
And you can invite anyone you want at your dinner party, alive or dead. Who would you have at your house?
Okay. This is like excluding family, friend.
This is your party. You're having a party.
Okay.
You know, at my table, I'd invite Michael Jordan because I've never met that guy, and he's like the GOAT, you know.
He lives in Miami now too. We might be able to find him. Man, that'd be a good one. You know, live or dead. I think. You know what? I think I'd have to go with Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali's coming to a party.
I think he's a very charismatic person. He'd have a great conversation. I think it'd be great to talk to him. You know, I love Mike Tyson. I love Evander Holyfield. Never met Mike. I've met Evander. You know, but I think me and Ali would get along.
Yeah, that'd be a great dinner party. How'd you get into boxing?
I got into boxing as a kid. You know, I'm from Cuban ethnicity. My mom's cousin came over when I was a little kid. He came over from Cuba. He was an amateur boxer over there. Got me started with my hands. And then when I was about, it's like 20 years ago now, when I was like 18, 19, 20, I did some amateur boxing for USA Amateur Boxing. And I always loved it, but I had kids at a young age. And I hate to make it sound like an excuse. I had kids at a young age. I had no career path. I didn't have my head right on my shoulders. I was hanging around the wrong people, you know, and all that led for me to, you know, leave boxing and do the wrong thing, you know. Fighting actually got me in a lot of trouble. It got me kicked out of high school. Fighting got me sent to prison. Fighting got me a lot of fights in prison. And then, so, you know, I thank God I was able to turn all that around, and now fighting gets me paid. Fighting puts me on a platform. Fighting makes me the hero of my kids, you know, now doing it the right way. Yeah. You know, and so fighting's been a big part of my life, you know, good and bad. And now I've turned it into something great, you know. It's a blessing for me.
It's amazing where you have taken, you know, I applaud you for all that, you know, turning your life around. I saw a video of you the other day, very inspirational video. You know, it starts off saying, birds of a feather flock together. You know, if you want to.
If you hang around with losers, you will end up a loser.
Exactly,
Yes,
exactly. And you have to rid those negative people out of your life because they're just no good.
Absolutely.
And you've done that.
Yes,
so
sir. Yes, sir.
you're going to be on one of the biggest stages
Yes, sir.
next Friday. We're so excited for you. So excited to see the fight.
Thank you.
It's Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 14.
Yes, sir.
Ulysses Diaz is going to be fighting, and we're excited for it. Check it out on the app. I
want to tell you guys,
any words?
Steve.
Yes.
Steve, thank you so much. You always given me since the beginning of my career. I started 4 years ago now. You guys have always been great to me, giving me all these opportunities to do things like this, put my face and my name and my whole fighting thing out there. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Gerardo behind the camera, always taking awesome pictures of me, man. Thank you so much, brother. And I'll see you guys Thursday at the weigh-ins, Friday at the fight. Don't blink. You guys know my fights are fast. I'm a first rounder. And, Benedetto, I hope you come to fight because I'm planning on leaving you flat on the ground, brother.
You heard it here first.